agree to that?
Well, if he agrees to that, I can abdicate in his favor if he wants to.
No. He is a daily feature, a fixture with us nowadays. So you are just a temporary visitor. I think you should be given first right.
Hazur, there is a revelation of Allah to Hazrat Masih Maud al-Islam. Muhammad Mustafa पनाह गजी हुए किला हिंद में. Muhammad, Prophet of God, for benefit of Mustafa Sabat, because he wouldn't understand Urdu, took refuge in Indian fort. According to the present day situation in Pakistan.
In the fort of India, not Indian fort.
In
two different things.
Yes, of course, I said to be corrected. Kila Hindustan mein.
Kila Hind mein.
Kila Hind mein.
Panagizeen हुए किला हिंद में.
Panagizeen हुए किला हिंद में. It has two references. One is taking refuge, and the other refers to fort. And fort is associated with the army. There has been a precedence when the Pakistan army tortured East Pakistanis, and East Pakistani, even Muslims, took refuge in India. And India came to their help. And with this new ordinance by another army man, I don't know, it has been agitating my mind for the last few months since I studied this revelation, that Hazur being the representative of Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if it could be fulfilled, if you ever took refuge in Fort of India.
Please. It's a very interesting question, but I think by having mentioned the fort, you opened the gate and walked out of the fort and completely deserted that fort. That is the fort as mentioned in this Ilham of Islam. You know, this is called Qiyas Mal Fariq. Having based yourself on something, you ultimately leave the whole meaning alone and drift from place to place until you reappear somewhere else completely. You know, the fact is that meaning has already, that prophecy or that verse, that revelation applies in fact to the appearance of Hazrat Masih. It says that although Islam would nominally be present everywhere in the world, but the true figure of Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa as it was would reappear in India and would be defended in India. How? By the appearance of Ahmediyya, by the appearance of Hazrat Masih Maud and the Holy Prophet of Islam, who is so lovable, who is so irresistible, he would re-emerge from the dark ages and the distorted figure, Na'udhu min zalik, which was created by the periods of the later period of many dark centuries of Islam. He was completely misunderstood, he was completely misquoted, his personality was deformed, and not only the enemy started attacking him, but also inadvertently his so-called followers started helping them. This is what had happened to Hazrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam when Hazrat Masih Maud appeared and re-established his beauty, his true charm, his spiritual heights, and presented him to the world in a manner as became the most charming person that ever was created on earth. And this is how we are winning ground for Islam, by presentation of Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the rest of the world, the true Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa. So this is the phenomena which started with the advent of Hazrat Masih Maud alayhi the defense of Hazrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We can call it that. And wherever an Ahmadi is, he is working as a soldier, and the citadel of India is now enlarging. And actually that the four walls of that citadel are ultimately extended to other parts of the world as well. But it's the same fort which is enlarging.
Quite so. But there have